Welcome to Guy Yoga, our yoga program for men. This is the first 10 minutes of the Yoga for Strength workout. To try the rest of the workout for free, simply follow the link in the description below. Enjoy the workout.
Hey guys, my name is Dean, co-founder of Body by Yoga, your instructor for this workout. Welcome to Yoga Strength, and this is the updated version to one of the most popular workouts that we've ever created. So I know you're going to enjoy this. This workout helps you build strength while also working into your flexibility and mobility. We're gonna target your hips, your thighs, your core, your back, your shoulders. This is going to help you get stronger, but also prevent injury. So all you need for this workout is a yoga mat, 2 blocks, and a strap. And no yoga experience is required. I'll show you the modifications you need to do if you're not quite as flexible as a yoga instructor. Let's get started. I'm gonna have you grab a strap to start, and then also grab a block. Put the block between your thighs, stand with your feet about 6 inches apart, hug that block really tightly, push down through your feet, make sure that you're nice and upright here, shoulders, hips, and ankles in a straight line. Go ahead and hold your strap overhead, and then pull the strap in opposite directions. If you notice that your back is arching to get your arms up, then I want you to bend your arms a little bit. From here, take a deep breath in, lift up, get tall. And as you exhale, lightly press your hips toward the left and reach up and over toward the right. You're gonna feel a stretch through the outer left hip, through your left shoulder, and then also strengthening through your shoulders, your core, and your thighs. Make sure that both legs are straight. Continue to breathe in and out of your nose. I know that's kind of hard sometimes in yoga, but I want you to breathe continuously through this workout. Press your head away from your hips. Get as long as you can. As you inhale, you get taller, you get longer. As you exhale, you sink deeper into it. All right, take it back to the middle. Inhale. As you exhale, other side. Hips lightly toward the right, upper body up and over toward the left. Again, feeling that stretch from the right hip up through the right shoulder. Hips are engaged, thighs engaged. We're doing this to work on the flexibility of your side body, from your hips up through your shoulders. If you sit a lot, this gets tight and can cause shoulder pain as well as back pain. We're also strengthening your core, which helps to strengthen your spine, prevent injury, and improve your overall fitness. Bring it back to the middle, inhale. And then as you exhale, squeeze your arms back. Shoulders are down, press the top of your head up, press down through your feet, squeeze your thighs, and then lift your chest up toward the ceiling. Slowly look up, squeeze your arms back even more. You're going to feel a lot of stretching through your chest, strengthening through your hips, your core, and your back, and your arms should be working a lot too. Really pull that strap in opposite directions, flex your arms, lock out your elbows, squeeze your triceps. One more breath here, lift up even more, squeeze your arms back even more, push your head up, and then release. Let that air out, and put the strap aside. From here, taking it into a squat hold. Bring your arms out in front of you. Keep that block there if you have it. It's really going to help you. And then hinge at your hips. So pull your butt straight back. Let your knees stay behind your ankles. Continue to squeeze that block and bring your arms out in front of you. We're strengthening your hips, your thighs, your core, inner thighs, and also your ankles here. Try to keep the knees back. Make sure that you're not leaning really far forward here. You should feel this more in your butt, less in your knees. Keep your spine straight. So you want to make sure that you're not rounding forward. Make sure that your shoulders aren't up near the ears. Keeping your back flat, focusing on your core. Continue to breathe in and out of your nose here. I know that gets tough as you hold this. To make it more difficult, sit down lower. One last breath here. And then without straightening your legs, bring your hands to the floor, lightly lift your hips until you feel a stretch through the backs of your thighs. If you can't quite get your hands to the floor, bring your hands to your shin or grab that other block and use that to bring the ground up to you. So now you're feeling stretching through the backs of your thighs, stretching your hamstrings, squeezing that block still, and squeezing your quadriceps, those muscles in the fronts of your thighs. Top of the head is pulling forward, abs are tight. As you exhale, release a little bit further into this, folding a little bit more, but keeping your back flat. Make sure that your back isn't rounding. This is stretching your hamstrings, and that's really important because your hamstrings get tight when you sit and they cause a lot of back pain. From here, take it into a half lift. Pull your chest forward, straighten your back, top of the head pushes forward, weight shifts slightly forward, squeeze your thighs, deep breath in, and as you exhale, forward fold again. Squeezing your abs, pulling your belly button up and in, squeezing the thighs, and bending your knees. From here, we're taking it into a runner's lunge. Blocks on either side of the front of your mat. Bring your right foot up between the blocks. Take a big step back with your left foot. Knee is over the ankle in the front foot, and squeeze your legs toward one another. So my right leg squeezes back, and my back foot squeezes forward. I'm gonna feel this weight in my glutes, in my hips. Abs are tight, and my back is straight. If you feel like you're rounding forward here, then let your hips sink a little bit more, or use the block to lift your chest a little bit higher. Our goal is a straight line from the back heel up through the head. We're strengthening the front leg while also stretching the back leg. Take one more breath here. All right, and then go ahead and step up. Take a big breath in, lift your arms up. And then exhale and fold back down. Hands to the blocks, step your right leg to the back, and do a runner's lunge, other side. Knee is over your ankle in your front foot, legs squeeze toward one another, feeling a stretch through the front of my back hip, and feeling my left hip and my left thigh working. Chest pulls forward and up, again, trying to make that straight line from my back heel to the top of my head, and I'm looking down and forward. This is a really good pose for building strength and endurance in your hips. It's challenging, and you can make it even more challenging by not using the blocks. So easy, using blocks, putting more weight into the blocks. More challenging, take your hands away from the blocks. One more breath here. All right, and then take the blocks away. From here, we're gonna move into a plank position. So hands, plant, index fingers forward, thumbs face in. Belly button lifts up, top of the head presses forward, and I'm pushing down evenly through both arms here. Continue to breathe in and out of your nose. To make this easier, take your knees down. To make it harder, squeeze your hands and your feet toward one another. Plank is just a foundational core exercise and upper body exercise. It's great for your shoulders, great for your back, and great for your core, of course. Take one push-up here if you want. Lead with your chest. Push back up into plank. And then slowly lower your chest all the way down onto the floor. Moving into Cobra. Reach your legs back as far as they'll go. Push the tops of your feet into the ground. Press the top of your head forward, away from your hips. Lift with your core and your hips. Don't press into the ground with your hands. Squeeze your elbows back and in. You're gonna feel your chest opening here, your hips and your core working, and also your back is working. Shouldn't feel too much in the back though. Feel strain in the back, don't go up as high. One more breath, keep the legs active. As you exhale, release down. All right, from here we're gonna move into a side plank. So I want you to rest your right forearm on the ground, parallel to the top of the mat. Come onto your right side. You can start with your knees down at first. Shoulder is above the right elbow. Left shoulder is above the right shoulder. Lift your hips up here. And then if you want to make this more difficult, rest on the inside of your left foot and the outside of your right foot. Lift your hips up, roll back that top shoulder, and then extend your left arm up. This is working on the strength of your obliques, your outer hips. It's also helping with your shoulders and your upper back. One more breath here. And then release. Okay, switching sides. Plant your left forearm now, parallel to the top of the mat. Rest on the outside of your left leg. Roll back your right shoulder. Nice line from your left shoulder up through the right shoulder. To make this more difficult, rest on the outside of your left foot and the inside of your right foot. Again, roll back the right shoulder and then extend your right arm up. To make this more challenging, really work on lifting the hips. You can also do one leg stacked or lift the other leg off the stacked leg to make it even more challenging. One more breath here. All right, and then go ahead and release that leg down. Take it back into a prone position for some bird dog. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Lightly squeeze your legs toward one another to engage your inner thighs. Keep your belly button pulled up and into your lower back. Top of the head presses forward. Lift your left arm up and out, and then without moving your hips, bring your right leg straight back. Drive your heel back, reach your toes toward you. Lift your left arm higher, and then make sure that your belly button is picking up and your back is flat. You shouldn't be arching your back here. You shouldn't feel any tension in the lower back. Focus on your hips and your core. Extend that left arm forward even more. Kick that right leg back. And then squeeze your right hand and your left knee toward one another for even more of a challenge. One more big breath here. And then slowly release the right knee down and release the left hand down. Switching sides. Make sure to look down at the mat the entire time. Right arm comes up and out without moving the hips. Bring your left leg back. Continue to breathe normally in and out of your nose, like that's normally at all. But that's what you're supposed to do in yoga, so do it. In and out of the nose to help control your breathing so you can control your body. Press the left heel back, reach your right arm forward and up, and you're going to feel a lot of core work here. This is a really good pose for not only strengthening your core, but also noticing imbalances. So if your right leg is stronger than the other one, or if one side of your body's stronger than the other side, you can notice that. It's not a bad thing, but it's good to know. One more breath. And release down from bird dog. From here, taking